Under the relentless sun, a lone figure trudges down a dusty road, his steps heavy with exhaustion. The road stretches endlessly before him, a ribbon of dust cutting through the barren landscape. His worn sandals kick up small clouds of dust with each weary step. Each footstep echoes in the desolate silence, marking his lonely passage. Sweat beads on his brow as he pushes forward, his determination unwavering. The harsh sun beats down, casting long shadows that dance with his every move. Under the relentless sun, a lone man trudges along the dusty road, his figure stark against the desolate landscape. A sudden ambush. Ruthless robbers descend upon him, their shadows cutting through the blinding light. The brutal assault unfolds in a whirlwind of dust and violence, the man's futile struggles swallowed by the vastness. Possessions are seized, ripped away as the robber's greed consumes all in its path. The robbers vanish as quickly as they appeared, leaving a trail of dust and despair in their wake. Wounded and helpless, the man lies abandoned by the roadside, a stark testament to cruelty. Under the merciless sun, an injured man lies prone on the dusty road, his pained groans lost in the vast emptiness. A priest approaches, his figure stark against the horizon. He pauses, sees the man's suffering, and a moment of decision hangs in the air. Choosing indifference, the priest veers away, crossing to the other side of the road. The priest continues his journey, leaving the injured man alone in the scorching heat and swirling dust. Dust swirls on a deserted road as a Levite approaches an injured man lying prone, his figure stark against the parched earth. A fleeting, unreadable expression flickers across the Levite's face as he looks down at the suffering figure. Deliberately, he veers away, crossing to the far side of the road, putting distance between himself and the man. The Levite continues his journey, offering no solace, leaving the injured man alone in the desolate landscape. Under the scorching afternoon sun, a lone figure on a donkey appears on the dusty road. The traveler, a Samaritan, spots an injured man lying helpless by the roadside. Compassion overwhelms him. He halts his donkey, the silence broken only by the wind. He dismounts, his face etched with concern as he approaches the wounded stranger. The Samaritan kneels, ready to offer aid, his shadow falling protectively over the injured man. On a dusty road, the Samaritan tends to the injured man, his touch gentle as he cleans the wounds with oil and wine. With focused care, he wraps the man's wounds, a stark contrast to the harshness of the world around them. He carefully, gently hoists the injured man, a figure of vulnerability and pain, onto his donkey. The Samaritan's kindness shines brightly against the desolate backdrop of the dusty road. Beneath the evening sky, the Samaritan arrives with the injured man at a humble inn. Wood smoke and roasting meat scent the air, a comforting aroma amidst the Samaritan's solemn task. "I'll pay for his care," the Samaritan says, ensuring the innkeeper understands the gravity of the situation. The Samaritan's eyes reflect determination and compassion as he commands, "See that he's looked after." With a promise hanging in the balance, the Samaritan adds, "I'll return and cover any additional expenses." Moses starts his solitary trek up Mount Sinai, leaving the Israelite camp a distant memory below. The air thins, the path steepens, as he continues his arduous climb. Each step is a struggle against the mountain's formidable might. The rocky slopes challenge his resolve with every upward move. Alone against the vast sky, he ascends towards destiny. Weathered and resolute, Moses ascends Mount Sinai as thunder rumbles, the sky alive with ominous flashes. At the summit, a blinding light materializes, forging the divine presence of God amidst the storm. God extends his hand, a gesture of profound significance against the backdrop of the tempestuous sky. 2 stone tablets appear, bearing the weight of destiny and divine law, presented to Moses. The 10 Commandments, etched in stone, symbolize a covenant forged in the heart of the storm. Under the relentless sun, dust devils swirl through the Israelite camp, tents baking in the heat. A low murmur ripples through the crowd, faces etched with worry as impatience festers. The people surge forward, coalescing into a restless mob, their discontent rising. Fear hangs heavy, palpable as the mob advances on Aaron, demanding answers. "Aaron, we need a sign. Moses is gone too long," the people cry, their voices laced with desperation. "Make us an idol, Aaron. Now," they demand, their need for a visible God overwhelming. Aaron meticulously collects gold jewelry from the Israelites. Under the relentless desert sun, he pours molten gold into a mold, crafting a gleaming idol. A golden calf takes shape, reflecting the Israelites' fervent hopes. The camp erupts in wild celebration as the people dance and revel around their new idol. Moses descends Mount Sinai, the weight of the tablets heavy, a stark figure against the vast, silent landscape. Distant sounds of revelry rise from the Israelite camp, a discordant echo in the sacred space. His brow furrows with each step, the weight of responsibility etched deeply into his face. A storm gathers in his eyes, reflecting the turmoil of his people's actions below. The stone tablets seem to grow heavier, mirroring the burden of leadership he carries. His gaze hardens, a silent promise of reckoning amidst the distant sounds of celebration. Moses arrives at the Israelite camp, his expression shifting from weary traveler to stunned witness. A golden calf dominates the scene, as the Israelites revel in wild abandon around it. Disappointment warps into fury across Moses' face as he takes in the idolatrous scene. He raises the stone tablets, symbols of covenant, high above his head in righteous anger. With a roar of fury, Moses throws the tablets to the ground, his strength amplified by rage. The stone tablets shatter into countless fragments, a stark visual of the broken covenant. Against the stark desert backdrop, Moses begins his arduous climb up Mount Sinai, his figure small against the vast landscape. He ascends, a solitary silhouette against the blinding sky, his determination etched in every step. In his hands, he carries blank stone tablets, a symbol of renewed hope and a second chance for his people. Reaching the summit, he kneels, the wind whipping around him as he prepares to plead for forgiveness. His voice, though unheard, carries the weight of a nation's sins and a leader's fervent hope for redemption. Moses, a beacon of faith, stands between his people and divine wrath, seeking mercy on the sacred mountain. Under the blazing sun, God, a figure of immense power, inscribes the 10 Commandments onto stone tablets atop Mount Sinai. The newly hewn stone gleams, each stroke a decree against the backdrop of the sprawling desert below. Moses begins his descent, a determined look etched on his face. He clutches the tablets, a sacred burden and a renewed covenant with his people. The weight of divine law rests in his arms as he carries hope down the mountain. Sunlight floods a humble home in Jericho, illuminating dancing dust motes and the earnest faces of Jesus and his disciples. Jesus sits, his expression grave, yet full of compassion, as he nears the end of his teachings. His disciples listen intently, their eyes reflecting the profound weight of his parables. A moment of hushed anticipation hangs in the air as Jesus prepares to deliver his final, impactful words. "Go and do the same," Jesus declares, his voice resonating with conviction and urging them to act.